Welcome back, students. I hope you are doing good. My name remains Mr. Benchris, your digital technology teacher. So today we're moving on to a new topic, fresh topic, data science basics. And our subtopic for today is data collection, data storage, data cleaning. So the objective of this lesson is one, definition of data science. Two, explaining data collection and its methods. Three, explaining data storage and its methods and its types. Four, defining data cleaning and give examples. Okay, as you all know, the objective tells you what you are expected to know by the end of today's lesson. Now, data science in every organization, okay, every organization depends on data to make decisions. Every organization is including your school, okay, will depend on data to make decision of a student that do well, goodly or excellently in the class or poorly, okay, teachers behavior, student behavior, and so on. In data science, we first collect data, then store it, and finally clean it so it can be useful. Okay, so that is the steps in data science. Okay, the collection stage, this you store, and then finally clean it so that it can be useful. Now let's move on to our objective number one, which is definition of data science. Data science is the process of collecting, storing, and analyzing data to obtain useful information. That's number one. Two, data science is the use of data technology to solve problems and support decision making. Okay, so that is data science definition. Okay, so data science help schools like our schools and hospitals, banks, and governments to make correct decisions. It's very, very useful in those fields and other field of studies. Okay, to make good decision, you need data science. Now, our objective number two is data collection and its methods. Definition of data collection. Data collection is the process of gathering raw facts and figures from different sources. That is number one. Data collection is the art of obtaining data, okay? The art of obtaining data for record keeping and analysis, okay? So that is data um, collection. So we have methods, different method of uh, data collection. Okay, method number one is called questionnaires. Okay, by questionnaire, a questionnaire is a set of written questions given to people to answer. It is used when collecting information from many people at the same time. Example, student filling an exam feedback, okay, like feedback forms, voters answering survey questions, online Google forms used in schools. Okay, those are the examples of questionnaires. Now, the two method is interview. In interview involve asking questions verbally and recording the answers. Okay, when you go for job interview as such, okay, and then it allows the interviewer to get details information about the personnel or any individual. Example, like I stated, okay, job interview questions is a typical example of an interview. Teacher interviewing a student, a new student that just come into a class to know the student's name and so on. Okay, journalists interviewing a public figure like the president also or any other public figure, presidents, senators, and or maybe an ethics. Okay, then number three method is observation. Observation is collecting data by watching and recording events. Like when you are watching this lesson, okay, you would watch and put down the notes that I have given here, okay, for better understanding. That is observation. Okay, you observe the lesson and take down. Okay, no questions are asked. The observer only watches. But in this instance, okay, so in observation, no question are merely asked. Okay, but this is a bit like your own video. This video is a bit because you have advantage to ask question in the comments. So most of the observations, some observation doesn't require questions being asked. Okay, so no questions are asked in observation. Okay, so example of observation method is monitoring student behavior in class. Okay, your form teacher monitoring your student, his student or her student behavior. Okay, observing traffic flow on the roads. Okay, watching customer behavior in the shop. Okay, those are the three basic major observations methods. Okay, so the number four method is online forms through digital records. This method uses computers and the internet to collect data. It is fast and accurate. Example, online school registration, okay, online voting systems, bank ATM transactions. Okay, so those are the three examples of online forms through digital records. Okay, so let's move on to our objective number three, data storage. Definition of data storage. Data storage is the process of saving data for future use. Okay, the process of saving data for future use. I will take it again. Data storage is the process of saving data, okay, data for future use. That is data storage. Number one. Number two, data storage is the act of keeping data in a safe place where it can be retrieved later. Okay, okay. The art of keeping data in a safe place where it can be retrieved later. That is data storage. I hope that is taken. Now, types of data storage. We have number one, paper-based storage. This involves storing data on paper documents. Example, student files in cabinets. Okay. Examination results sheets, hospital patients cards. Okay, those are the three examples of paper-based storage. We have computer-based storage. Okay, computer based. Number two, computer based storage. This uses electronic devices to store data digitally. Okay, example: school results saved on on a computer. Okay, photos saved on a laptop, databases used in offices. In offices, is that taken? So those are the examples of uh, computer-based storage. Now we have removable storage devices. Number three, removable storage devices. These are portable devices used to store and move data. Okay, example: flash drives, memory cards, external hard drives. All those are examples of removable storage devices. Number four, we have cloud storage. Cloud storage saves data on the internet. It allows access to data from anywhere all over the globe. Okay, example, we have Google Drive, OneDrive, and Dropbox. All these are examples of um, cloud storage. Cloud storage. Okay. Now let's move on to the last objective, number four objectives, which is define data cleaning and gives example. Okay, that is our objective number four. Now, definition of data cleaning. Data cleaning is the process of removing errors and incorrect data from data sets. That is number one. Okay, number two, it is the art of correcting, updating, and organizing data to make it accurate. Okay, I'll take it again. It is the art of correcting, updating, and organizing data to make it accurate. Examples of data cleaning. Examples of data cleaning. Before we move on to examples of data cleaning, now uh, uh, data cleaning, as I've said, most times data collected is not always perfect. Data cleaning makes sure that the data is correct and useful. Okay, that is it. Now, examples of data cleaning. Examples of data cleaning. Number one, removing duplicate student names from a class list. That the name that appears to, okay, removing one out of it. Okay. Number two, correcting a wrongly enter age. For example, 200 years. Is that noted in the student records or any other records? Number three, filling in missing exam scores. Okay, like a student that meet a teacher and say, okay, my exams were not correctly, my scores were not correctly entered. Okay, filling in missing exam scores. Okay, so that is it um, for for today, for this lesson. Okay, that is it for this lesson. So data must be collected, stored, and cleaned before it can be useful. Okay, a data must be collected. Okay, it must be stored, and it must be what clean before it can be useful. So please take down all the notes that I have given you today. Okay, here. You can take down this note and put it in your jotter, or you can write it in your notebook. Write it to your notebook, notepads, okay, and read it again and watch this video time and time until you understand this lesson very well. Very well. Now, your assignment, your assignment is to one list three data collection in your school. List three data collection in your school. Number two, explain how each data is stored. And number three, give two examples of data cleaning. Okay, that is your assignments. So thank you so much for today lesson, for joining today's lesson. I hope to see you in our next lesson.